Hey everybody, Matthew here, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 3 alternatives to using Facebook ads to bring traffic to your Shopify store and start making that passive income. Now, before I do that, guys, remember every single video, I give away a free mentorship call. All you got to do to enter is just like, comment, and subscribe. 3 very simple things. You can pause the video and do it right now and be entered because the winner from last video is right here. Congratulations, message me on Facebook. I will set up a time that works for both of us. So guys, let's jump into it, and I want to talk to you guys why you should expand your advertising to different social media platforms. All right, guys, so the number one reason to expand your advertising is to develop omnipresence for your brand. So as I've stated in many videos, it's so important to have advertising frequency for your customers. It's much more likely that they'll actually purchase after seeing the ad 3 or 4 times. Just 2 times even increases your chances drastically because that person now takes this brand seriously. Because as soon as somebody goes to sleep, they are forgetting all about your product and whatever, but showing them it every day or twice a day even, or every time they migrate from social media to social media and they see your ad again, it just gets ingrained in them. And especially if you're retargeting the right people, it can be so profitable to be omnipresent. Second of all is that different social media platforms have different uses. So obviously the audience on Twitter, the audience on Pinterest, and others are going to be different from the ones on Facebook. And on top of all that, people use social media platforms differently. So they go on Twitter to maybe get a story or to learn about an event and to see threads and conversations, whereas Facebook is just to catch up with family. Third of all, right, it's a decision that's very easy because data can be easily shared. When you're on Facebook and once you have a built-up pixel, what you can do is take your email list off your Shopify store or take your purchase list off your Shopify store, your customer list, and just upload it to any one of these platforms. And it'll instantly make a lookalike audience or a matched audience or whatever. Just start advertising right to similar people instantly. You can skip the whole targeting and all that stuff and just find people who are similar to those purchasing from your store in the first place. And finally, other platforms may yield better results. So I always talk about the importance of testing, and this is just one of those things. It's very important to test. I don't have to explain why. You'll never know until you try whether one platform is better than the other. All right, guys, so the first platform I'm going to be talking about here is Twitter. Now, Twitter actually has very low advertising competition. Twitter has gone through some turmoil recently and over the last 3 years where they've had a drop in their base, having some troubles, but now they're really gaining speed again, gaining a lot of popularity. But advertisers haven't been coming back that quick, and advertising prices are very low. Link clicks can go for 3 cents right now, which is awesome. Events get lots of coverage on Twitter. So one of the events coming up is Mother's Day, and Mother's Day on Twitter is insane. The hashtag goes crazy. So when you advertise for that, you can advertise one of your products for Mother's Day. Somebody sees that and just has to buy. So in the build up for it, there's a lot of time where people are talking about Mother's Day and you have that time to advertise. And I'm going to show you guys the stats behind this in just a minute. All right, guys, so number 3 is very specific targeting and easy targeting. So it's very simple to just target somebody else's followers. You can go target a hashtag, get very, very narrowed down, and it's very easy retargeting as well. Twitter has very well integrated videos. So as soon as you're scrolling, the in-stream videos are very well integrated and have a very good video retention rate. So let's actually go look at some of the stats of Twitter because they're really good ones. All right, guys, so 21% of women who use the internet are on Twitter, and the same thing goes for men. As you can see, the breakdown of age is heavily skewed towards younger people, but if we look at the income, 30% of online US adults have an income of over $75,000 and they are on Twitter. So you have fairly wealthy people who definitely have disposable income to spend. All right, guys, here are the events on Twitter that I was talking about. And as you can see, Mother's Day has 12 million tweets, 57 million reach, 894 impressions. Some details on this, we can see what kinds of people are tweeting about this when it does happen, and all the other stats that you need to make some decisions. On top of all that, if we go to account home here, if we click on audience insights, we can actually see the top interest of people who use Twitter is dogs. So remember a couple videos back, I talked about that pet paw cleaner, and as you can see, dogs is a very important interest, so this might be a really good place to advertise that. Now let's go look at the Twitter by the numbers. So total number of tweets a day, 500 million. Monthly active users, 326 million. So 46% of Twitter users are on the platform daily. That's insane. So lots of stats here, and I'll link this article in the description below. I have a few of them. All right, guys, the next advertising platform is going to be Snapchat. So Snapchat integrates very simply with Shopify, so you can create catalogs and sell products simply. So now using the Snapchat app on Shopify, you can simply upload your products to your Snapchat profile and sell them directly through the app. So it makes it really easy to purchase. There's not much space between the customer. Like there's not a lot of steps between purchasing and not. It's very simple to set this up as well. You just have to download the app on Snapchat. And if you guys comment down below letting me know that you want to see this stuff, definitely go ahead and do that, because Snapchat, I see so much possibility here, especially because IG stories have been so profitable for me. It's a simple platform, and the ads account is literally exactly like Facebook. It's so easy to use, and it's actually a really beautiful platform. I'm super excited to continue testing with it. I'll be sharing my results a little bit later. And story ads, if done correctly, are extremely effective and cost effective. So obviously story ads are just super native to the social media experience. People are so used to them already. Holding the phone and just clicking through and watching stories, swiping up is just so convenient. And that's why I always encourage IG stories and Snapchat stories, because they're just so intuitive to just swipe up and get onto a product page. Now, obviously, if you're advertising on Snapchat, you definitely have a lower age demographic. So as you can see here, 71% of Snapchat users are under the age of 34%. Roughly 70% of Snapchat users are female. Roughly 63% of Snapchat users access the platform daily. So lots to know here, but essentially have a very young audience. And as we know, young people, millennials, are most likely to start purchasing stuff. They like to buy things, especially that make life more convenient. That's just what they're into. You know, Uber Eats, Lyft, all that stuff is all really tailored towards millennials. And that's the exact demographic you have on Snapchat. All right, guys, so the third platform I'm going to be talking about today, and the last platform, is going to be Pinterest. Pinterest has one of the most profitable audiences, which is moms. Moms 30 plus years old, 25 plus. And these women are willing to put their money where their mouth is and spend money on advertising. They really like the products on Pinterest. It feels like a collage. I don't know exactly, because again, it is a platform more tailored for women. That's just the way it is. And they just love it, honestly. My mom loves Pinterest. So it's simple to advertise and pin. It's photo-based, and there's no need for complex videos. So if your manufacturer gives you incredible photos, especially lifestyle, in the kitchen, stuff like that, Pinterest might be an incredible place for you to start advertising, especially if you can't find a great video, because it is native to the platform, right? Videos are not really on Pinterest, and everything is photo-based. So if you do have a beautiful photo that stands out, especially on important search terms like, kitchen gadgets, kitchen tools, stuff like that, you can drive an insane amount of sales. And obviously all the platforms that I've shown before all have their own version of a pixel or a tag manager, something like that you can install on your website for really easy. Just copy paste the code into the header. Very simple. But if you guys want more tutorials on any one of these advertising platforms, make sure to message me or comment down below. Let me know. And it's great if your audience is mostly older women. So guys, let's just go over some of the Pinterest demographics. 81% of Pinterest users are actually females. 40% of new signups are men. 60% are women. Men account for only 7% of total pins on Pinterest. Millennials use Pinterest as much as Instagram. And 50% of Pinterest users are from the US. So look over these stats yourself and make sure that you're looking at them with your Facebook Ads Manager as well to see if there is some overlap. And if there is, then go ahead and try using one of these platforms. Again, the links to all these articles are down in the description below. Check them out and definitely think about expanding your advertising using these platforms. I'll see you guys in the next video.